want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd and 3. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Ready. 70 Lions.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. As they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Here we go. Start. 70 Timberwolves.
Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Got it. Ready?
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, 49.
They'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and Jaguar sack. Joshua Hines-Allen in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
Ready.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they have really gotten after him in this first half. He's been on the run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come halftime.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown Their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
70 Timberwolves, 19 Lions. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. His second rushing touchdown of the year and third overall. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high power. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. They'll look to throw now on first down. Look at the big fella go. And finally brought down at the 43.
Ready, ready. Come on, set. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go now.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove showing.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He gets it to Thomas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Cowboy 80.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
60 Eagle.
They'll look to throw again. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Ready, go.
Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and a couple.
19 Charger.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ready.
Back to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Niners going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he gets this up past the 40.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
First down, San Francisco.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 6. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll look to throw here. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2nd and 11. The kicker here, it's complete. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown! Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 59 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here we go.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down, 49ers.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A little momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Connects with Kittle underneath. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid game to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Ready. 45.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, San Francisco.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
49ers, 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. 112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
2nd and
options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Alert! Here we go! Here we go! Come!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Get it! Six.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Ready! 60 Eagle! 60 Eagle! Ready!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Hines-Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Let's go. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here we go. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
34-yard
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
49ers 27. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They go play action here on first down. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60. Panthers.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking long for Thomas. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at about the 14. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Niners are going offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. He'll try and do this himself. And that is incomplete.
This has been a one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They've got his man complete. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Goff throwing again. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Ready? Ready.
And they take a knee.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
He's heading into the tunnel.